Now, let's get back to the Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund Finals action as we bring in the 2-year-old trotting events. We'll start with the DSBF final for 2-year-old trotting fillies, named in honor of Harness Racing Hall of Fame communicator Marv Bachrad, as Lady Burg picked up the win.
57 and 4/5. They trot over toward the back stretch now. And the battle continues up front between us, Songmaster Lady Burg. A good trip for Cat's Fancy, who will swing 3 wide on that last turn, I think. Down inside, trap now. Royal Tony, out comes Holly Lou. Down at the rail is Indiana Star. They go into the far turn. And Lady Burg has gone up and gotten a lead. Here's Lady Burg, followed by Cat's Fancy. Holly Lou on the outside, trying to get up into third. Beginning to fade now is Songmaster, 3/4, 128 and 3/5. They make their way around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch. And Lady Burg has gone up and gotten a lead. It's Lady Burg with Cat's Fancy. Holly Lou into third. On the outside, Indiana Star fourth. They turn for home now and straighten away, and Lady Burg, parked more than a half, has gone up and gotten a lead. Is Lady Burg, followed by Cat's Fancy, coming toward the wire. Lady Burg is in front. Cat's Fancy is going to be second best. Indiana Star gets into third. Off stride is Holly Lou. Lady Burg, Cat's Fancy, and Indiana Star. 2 minutes.
Lady Bird, owned and bred by James Craparata and Pat Berry Racing, crossed the wire first in a career best of 2 minutes. The daughter of E.L. Platinum is part of the Tracy Berry stable, and in the driver's seat was Tracy's husband, Pat Berry, and they joined publicity director Al Krasuski in the winner's circle.
Pat, looking at the line, she has a tendency to not behave. Tonight you got parked a long way. How did you feel going into the race?
If she stays trotting, she's usually pretty good, but she doesn't do that too often.
Went to the quarter 28 and 2, half in 57 and 4. But how game was she? She just hung right in there.
Yeah, she was pretty game. I mean, she usually is if she stays trotting. Like in the final at Harrington, she'd run and spot them a lot and come back and finish third.
Any nervous moments at the beginning of the gate? It looks like you lagged off a little bit to get her aggressive, get her nose on the gate, get a good start.
There's nervous moments as soon as we get ready to bring her here because you never know what she's going to do. She might not even go in the trailer.
Congratulations, Pat. Tracy, thanks for staying here. I know you're not the one person who likes to be in the winner's circle, but you got to brag about this one. She went a brutal trip, nothing that Pat could do, but she was game as could be.
She absolutely was. I was a little nervous the way he kept on the outside, and I was hoping in the first turn she wasn't going to make a break, but she held on and she did her job.
Well, she does show making breaks, but maybe that was the best for her, where she got fired up and said, they ain't going by me tonight.
That's right. Maybe it was the carrots that she had tonight, and it got her to get out of the field so she can get here.
Congratulations. Future plans for Lady Burg?
Right now, she'll have a little time off. We'll get her ready for March and stuff, and we'll see what happens. So I just would like to give a shout-out to Nicole, who's been our rock through all of this with her, and Miriam as well, who has helped to ship her, and she's been fantastic. So.
Also joining the celebration in Victory Lane was Delaware's Director of Finance, Rick Geisenberger, who has been a big supporter of our sport over the years.
I just want to say thank you for all of your support that you've given the horsemen over the years. And I know that you've become a big fan of harness racing, right?
Absolutely. So it's been my pleasure. We had some challenges at the start of the governor's administration where the purses had been going down for 6 straight years. And we set about, finding a way to make a deal with the casinos, with the horsemen, and something that was good for the state lottery. And we've had 7 straight years of growth for everybody, and that's good for our economy. It's good for agriculture. It's good for agritourism, and it's just been a win-win and just a real joy for me to see where we've come in the last 7 years.
So I guess you are moving out of your office soon. Is that correct?
I have an office in Wilmington and an office in Dover, and when I'm down here, I take a few things here and a few things there, and gradually closing down those offices. But there'll be a new person, and hopefully I'll have that opportunity to spend some time with them, as I know you all will, trying to help them understand how important this industry is and how we succeed by lifting the tides of all the boats. And if we do it in partnership, it's good for the state, it's good for the horsemen, it's good for the casinos, it's good for our retailers, and that's what we want to do.
Thank you again so much, and best of luck with all your future endeavors.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Finally, let's check out the winner of the DSBF final for male trotters, as we saw Melvin G get to the wire first.
58 1/5 as they head over toward the back stretch. Leading the way is Melvin G, followed by Yale. Bucky Highway sits there in third in front of Legend of Rock, who's fourth. Then comes Delaware Exactly. Checks Check comes to the outside. Then it's Perfect Surprise, and Wolfpack Cheddar trails the field. They make their way into that final turn, approaching three-quarters. Melvin G, followed by Yale. On the outside now, moving up Legend of Rock with the rail, Bucky Highway. Checks moving up on the outside. They go by three-quarters, 128 2/5. Around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch. Legend of Rock is up after Melvin G. Their heads apart. Yale moved to the outside. They're at the top of the stretch now, turning home. A straight and away, Melvin G, a short lead. Legend of Rock races on the outside, followed by Yale coming through the stretch. Still there, Melvin G. Melvin G battles the Legend of Rock. Melvin G does it. Legend of Rock and Yale. 157 4.
Melvin G, owned by Legacy Racing of Delaware and Nanacoke Racing, completed a DSBF series sweep as he won all of his eliminations and both finals in his first year of racing. Also bred by Legacy Racing of Delaware, the son of E.L. Platinum went from gate to wire on top in 157 4. Jim Morand was in the bike for conditioner Les Givens.
Jim, you left out of there. You kind of backed it off a little bit, got 30-second quarters. Was that your intent, to try and back it off as best you could?
No, I got 28 1. I tried to take a little breather and just save a little for home.
Now, the other horse came alongside of you, and looks like you were getting after it a little bit. Did you have anything left? You just dug right in?
Well, he dug in. He knows what he's doing. It's little breaks going to do him good.
Well, you've been racing right along with him, so congratulations, Jimmy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Les Givens, the trainer, Melvin G. Man, oh man, he just gets better and better. This is now 7 in a row. Did you get a little nervous at the top of the stretch?
Oh, yeah, I knew he wasn't quite on his game because he's a few days there he had a little cold, and he really didn't get the work I wanted into him, but he's tough.
Well, he was tough when you needed it, especially going for the final.
Oh, yeah, and especially with the wind out there tonight. I mean, 28 1 in the wind, that takes a little bit on a 2-year-old.
Well, like I was telling Jim earlier, he 28 1, 58 1, 128 2, but it turned out to be a great horse race. I want to ask you one thing though. Little Miss Peyton, great 2-year-old pacing mare. Bella Artiste, you got In Case You Didn't Know, and now you got Melvin G, the Colt. Where are you finding the mares especially?
Well, I mean, In Case not homebred, but the rest of them are homebred right there at home, and an owner of mine, Steve Messick, a mile away, he raises them at his farm, and I mean he does a good job, and the horses are great looking, you know.
Well, you do a great job training, especially keeping these horses racing all year round, especially the 2-year-old Melvin G. Congratulations, Les.
Thank you.
A big overall congratulations goes out to our freshman Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund final winners this meet at Bally's Dover.